Hi guys, and welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to be doing the first time tag. Now, I was tagged by Hannah, otherwise known as Welcome to Loserville, and the first time tag is more or less the first time you've done stuff, the first picture you put on Instagram, or the first item you bought from a shop or something like that. There are 25 questions I've got in front of me now. I'm going to just read through those and just see if I can answer them. I don't know why I'm talking so slowly, because I didn't actually have to think about anything I just said there. The English wasn't exactly difficult. So without further ado, let us begin with our first question. So number one is, what is your first tweet? Off the top of my head, I probably can't remember. So what I've got in front of me is I've got a website called Discover Your First Tweet. It should tell me what my first tweet was. So if I had to type in that, my first tweet was, "So it's happened, I've made a Twitter account." The second question is, what was your first YouTube video? Well, when I first started my YouTube account, I think my first video was public transport. The first person I subscribed to on YouTube, you know what, as weird as this sounds, I think I subscribed to myself, because I've got about 7 channels on YouTube. I've got like a singing channel, I've got a vlogs channel, I've got a concerts channel. I think I made my singing channel subscribe to this channel. I don't know. My first Facebook profile picture. Now, I haven't got a clue, but I think my first Facebook profile picture was actually a picture of a packet of crisps. When I had Facebook, I didn't not have a clue how to use it. I didn't know what a post was, didn't know like how you, the sharing moments stuff, and all this Candy Saga rubbish. Do I still talk to my first love? This is number 5. No, I do not talk to my first love. My first love was when I was at Bowden's. She basically asked me for my number, and yeah, don't really talk anymore. I bumped into her a few times in the last month, but we don't really talk. What was your first alcoholic drink? My first alcoholic drink was vodka for my friend's 18th. Went round to her house. I'd never drunk alcohol before, and it was literally a sort of, should I do it, should I not? Do I have anything to lose? Probably not. A bit of Diet Coke, and they poured in a bit of vodka. I tried it, and it tasted disgusting. And then they gradually gave me more Diet Coke, gradually increased the amount of vodka that was in the thing, and it started to hit me. My head started to go all funny, and I was straight on the dance floor, and everyone was just like, yeah, I think it's definitely hit him, he's definitely a lightweight. I sort of don't really remember that night, but I just remember at the end of the night, I got home and I vomited all over the sink, and I had to do a lot of explaining with my parents. Number 7, what was your first job? My first job, well, I did volunteering. I don't know if that counts as a job. It's sort of I helped out as a teaching assistant, tennis coach. I helped out in a primary school. My first job, if you don't include any of those, it's just me at the moment, just working in an office. 8, what was your first car? I never actually had a car. Number 9, who was the first person to text you today? I think it was my nan. I think she was like, because I went out clubbing the other night, she was more or less just like, are you home yet? Number 10, first person I thought of this morning, myself, because I need to make sure that I look alright for the day. Number 11, who was your first teacher? I cannot remember from the top of my mind. No, not a single clue. Number 12, where did I go on my first ride on an aeroplane? Again, I don't really know. I think it might have been Canada. I think I was about 3 or 4. I think I went to Canada. I think it was Canada. Number 13, who was your best friend and do you still talk? Best friend, Hannah, or Cheyenne. Oh no, Hannah and Cheyenne. And I do talk to them both. One of them's at uni, one of them's still at school, but I try and talk to them as much as I can. 14, your first sleepover? My house, family, friends. Not much else to say about that. Number 15, what was the first thing that I do in the morning? The first thing I do in the morning is put my contact lenses in. 16, the first concert I went to. 2009, I went to see Diana Vickers in concert. I was a massive fan of X Factor from 2008 onwards. 2004, 5, 6 and 7, I wasn't really old enough to know what the show was about. But in 2008, obviously Diana Vickers was on the show with like people in the likes of Laura White, JLS, Alessandra Burke, Ruth Lorenzo, Scott Bruton, Austin something. More or less my dad managed to get cheap tickets, got right to the front. We were shouting and screaming, like, hello, we love you, and she was like, oh, I love you too. She didn't even know who I was. But she loves me. Number 17, first broken bone, I think was my leg. 18, first piercing, never had a piercing, and don't actually intend of having a piercing. Number 19, the first foreign country you've gone to. I haven't really gone to a foreign... I don't know, what does it mean by foreign country? Just foreign country as in, like, I don't know. Is that like China, Japan, that sort of... If it's talking about those sorts of countries, then no, I haven't been to a foreign country. Number 20, the first movie I remember seeing. As a kid, I don't think I watched very many movies, but I think as I was gradually getting older, I think the first one I watched was maybe Annie, Matilda, something like that. 21, when was my first detention? First detention was probably in year 8, what did I do in year 8? Oh, I did lots of stuff in year 8. I pushed a chair at a teacher, I spat at a 6th former's face, I probably got into about 3 or 4 fights, I remember. What else happened in year 8? First attention was in year 8. Year 7 I was a little bitty two shoes, little chubs, but year 8 was sort of when the bad boy came out. Number 22, who was my first roommate? I've never had a roommate. I've lived with my parents and now I live with my nan. Number 23, what is the first thing you do when you get home? Right, as soon as I get home, I take off my jacket, I take off my bag and I go for a wee. Always desperate. It takes me at least an hour to get to work. So obviously when I come back from work, first thing I need to do is just clear my system. 24, when was your first kiss? Year 3, girl called Georgia, probably mentioned her in a previous video, playing by sandpits and castles and all of that funky jazz. And number 25, who did I first watch on YouTube? Now, for years and years and years, I didn't actually watch YouTube at all until I came across like people like PewDiePie, Zoella. I did watch some of their videos, I'm not gonna lie, I did find them interesting. And then I came across Alfie, so Zoella's boy, came across the Butlers, came across people like Hannah Hart, Miranda Sings, came across KSI, Joe Weller. Out of the blue, I didn't realise that a couple of my friends actually had YouTube channels. I started watching their videos on the channel, and when I got Twitter in 2016, like in the beginning of the year, I more or less just found other small YouTubers and I gradually just linked up with so many of them. So I'm probably in contact with at least 30 to 40 different YouTubers now, like small YouTubers from all over the world. We all just chat together, we do like FaceTime group calls, and we've got like a Twitter group chat, so it's more or less we can all just like talk to each other about videos, promote each other, help each other out. But yeah, I guess it was a good decision for me to start doing YouTube. But yeah, they were the 25 questions, first time tag. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And I nominate Maria, Dreams and Rambles, and speak to you in another video, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, yo.